Hello everybody, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel, I missed you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about celebrities' murders that are still unsolved to this day. Okay, so we're just going to hop straight into the video and start with the first celebrity, which is George Reeves. And I actually wanted to start with George Reeves because we spoke about him in the Cursed Movies episode that I've recently uploaded. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that. It was a really good video. And we spoke about him in that video, and there was a part where George Reeves, who played Superman, actually died because there's a whole Superman curse and stuff, and online it told me that it was suicide or that he was shot in the head, but I found in the source that he may have been murdered, so I thought we could read it together. After the Superman series, Reeves had trouble finding work and was in dire financial straits due to his extravagant Hollywood lifestyle. According to the police report, between approximately 1:30 and 2 a.m. on June 16, 1959, Reeves reportedly shot himself in the head in the upstairs bedroom of his Los Angeles home, while his fiancée, Lenore Lemon, and friends William Bliss, Robert Condon, and Carol Van Ronkel were partying downstairs. The house guests allegedly heard a single gunshot, and Bliss ran into the room to find Reeves a lifeless body. Police reports at the time said that Reeves was depressed because he wasn't earning roles. Lemon and Mannix became suspects, but no one was ever arrested for murder. So, as my original video spoke about, it was labelled as suicide, but I guess there's speculation that it was murder and that it was his fiancée. That's insane. I need to do more research into that because I need to know why they were suspects. Next up is Bob Crane. Bob Crane was known for starring Connell Robert H. Hogan on Hogan's Heroes. 1960 sitcom star Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes was discovered in his apartment in 1978 in Scottsdale after he had been bludgeoned to death in his bed with a camera tripod. The beating was so brutal that the police could hardly recognize him. The main suspect, John Carpenter, was a friend of Crane's, and the two of them spent a lot of time together. They went to strip clubs and geeked out on video equipment. However, there were no weapons or witnesses to the murder, making it difficult to make any formal accusations. The case was reopened in 1990 after an overlooked photo of human body tissue found in Carpenter's car resurfaced. Carpenter was arrested and tried for first-degree murder, but the case was later acquitted after evidence was found inconclusive. So this might be one of those things where it's never solved because they already had their suspect, and it's a pretty strong suspect. You know, they have a lot of evidence that's good evidence, but for some reason it was inconclusive and acquitted. And I believe in America that once you get acquitted for a crime, you can't be tried for it again. So I suppose even if they do manage to get the evidence, they wouldn't be able to try him again. Also, someone correct me in the comments if you're from America. Is that rule actually true? I know it's true in the UK, but I'm not sure about America, so let me know in the comments if that is actually a thing in America or not, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I'm pretty sure it might be. It's like double jeopardy or something. So really annoying that the main suspect will never be charged when there's literally evidence pointing him to the crime, or putting him at the crime even. Next we have Thelma Todd, known for acting in the late 1920s and early 1930s, known as Hot Toddy. Thelma Todd was an actress in the late 1920s and early 1930s. She owned a cafe that she ran on the Roosevelt Highway, now called the Pacific Coast Highway, where she lived in the above apartment with her boyfriend at the time, Roland West. She was found dead inside a garage, behind the steering wheel of her car. At the time, some believed that she had committed suicide or accidentally killed herself while warming up her car when she got locked out of the house. Todd had no signs of struggle on her, though she did have a broken nose. Her blood alcohol level was too high to have allowed her to climb the steps to the garage, and her sandals were too clean if she had. In fact, a rumour spread that West confessed on his deathbed that he had unknowingly locked Todd in the garage. Todd's body was cremated, lending some to believe it was done to cover up her death by the corrupt district attorney's office. Others suggest that it could have been her ex-husband or gang leader Charles Lucky Luciano who might have killed her, as she had confrontations with both of them shortly before she died. I feel like it's a bit sus for someone to be in a car with a broken nose and then be dead. I don't know if I'm swaying towards suicide. I feel like it's definitely a little bit sus. Something's going on here, and I don't understand why they didn't look into it a little bit more. Like, why did they just go, oh, she has a broken nose, oh, her shoes are too clean, there's no way she climbed them stairs. Anyway, let's cremate her and say it's suicide. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's so lazy. I feel like a proper investigation should have been done. Next up is Peter Ivers. Peter Ivers is a musician, and he's also known for the host host of the New Wave Theatre in LA. Peter Ivers was the host of the New Wave Theatre when he was found bludgeoned to death in his bed in downtown LA in 1983. Evidence was later unearthed by the LA Police Department to reopen the investigation. Upon his death, dozens of friends went to Ivers' apartment to mourn him, though in doing so they accidentally tampered with the evidence. A number of theories abound about the cause of his murder. Some say he was killed as a result of a robbery. Others speculate that he was killed by one of the attendees of the New Wave Theatre. Little headway has been made in solving the Ivers murder case. I don't understand, again, why more has not been done. Like, why is someone literally died and then nothing is being done? Why wasn't the crime scene cordoned off? How were people able to get into his home to mourn him and things like that, where the evidence still was? Like, why was there just not an investigation? Of course, this is just a small section of the story. There could be information elsewhere that says that there was an investigation, so I could be wrong, but from what I'm reading, it just seems like there was an investigation, and it just annoys me. Like, where is the compassion? Why aren't the police officers doing their jobs? You know? Okay, the last one that we'll do for today is Roni Chasen. And Roni is known for being a Hollywood publicist. A Hollywood publicist, Chasen was a veritable institution in the movie industry, representing everyone from filmmakers to producers and composers. She orchestrated the Oscar campaign for Driving Miss Daisy and worked with actor Michael Douglas. In the early hours of November 16, 2010, while driving home from the Hollywood premiere of the film Burlesque, Chasen's Mercedes was shot 4 times, and her body was found slumped over in her car. The murder had many in Hollywood scratching their heads, and it sparked a massive police hunt, with some sources claiming it was a planned hit. Adding to the mystery, the lead suspect Harold Martin Smith in the murder reportedly committed suicide, though the case was closed after that. I mean, I'm glad to see that the police are actually doing their jobs in this one, but why was the case closed after the main suspect committed suicide? Was there actually that much evidence proving that it was this guy? So much so that it was overwhelming to the point that his death came with the closure of that case. Why doesn't anyone know? Why didn't they tell anyone? Like, hey, this guy was definitely the killer, he definitely murdered her, it was a hit if that's what it was, or it was planned if that was what it was, or he knew her, whatever. Why does no one know? Why did it just close after he died? I feel like that's very interesting. I would like to know the answers to that. But I'm going to go ahead and end today's video here. I hope you all liked it, and I've loved being back on here speaking with you all. I hope you're all enjoying the new videos that I'm doing for you. I hope you're liking all the new content. I feel alive again. I can't describe how much I missed doing this, but I'm just so glad to be back. And there will come a point where I stop saying this every video, so I'm sorry that it probably feels repetitive because I feel like I'm saying it every video, but I just feel so good. Doing this makes me feel so good, and I just feel really happy, so that's why I can't stop going on about it. I'm sorry. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please remember to smash a massive thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye.